Next moon that we have, I'm so excited for, is the solar eclipse in Taurus. I love eclipses. Eclipses are times of great change. It's a period of significant transformation. It's a great and wonderful period to work through change and transformation. And it really does show you so many things. So I'm very excited for the start of eclipse season. You know, going back to our word, that continuation word, this solar eclipse is a continuation of the November eclipse that we had in 2021. It was at the very end of November. However, during that eclipse, it was like we had like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. We were kind of like towing that line. We weren't exactly into the nodes being in Taurus and Scorpio, but we kind of got a little preview, a little taste of what was going to be upcoming. An opening, a portal had kind of opened where we could start to identify and witness and observe what may be coming up for us as we actually move through the Taurus Scorpio eclipse season. And this one, we're fully immersed in now. The nodes are in where they're supposed to be. It is time to start eclipse season, and this will be a continuation. So eclipses are in pairs. We've got this eclipse here coming up between, I'm not exactly sure the date in, where are we at? April, in May for the next one. I'll have that in the May review, but this will be the continuation. That will be a continuation of this eclipse. And then as we get into Scorpio season, we'll have another set of eclipses to end out the year. And so this is continuation. This is energy we're going to be working with throughout the rest of this year. And there really is this eclipse, particularly with all that's happening with Venus, with all that's going on with the energy this month. This is such a beautiful eclipse. There is like just beauty. And I was so drawn to this picture. Like I stated at the beginning, I'm moving to Texas. My fiance and I are moving to Texas. This is a Texas Longhorn, kind of honing in on that energy, but it's such a beautiful imagery. It's this like this intenseness, this, especially when we get into how feminine this moon is. Like this picture to me truly encapsulated the imagery of what I'm about to say, which is this is a very feminine moon with a lot of harmonies and openings. You see the sun kind of opening through, providing this light, just shining in on things. But like feminine energy, it is powerful. And there is a level of strength. Like if you look like this, this cow is strong where it's at, right? It is immovable. It has a strength to it. The picture has a presence and a strength to it. And that is something that this eclipse, this energy for this moon is going to probably surprise most of us. And it's going to be amplified. That power and that strength of the feminine nature of things is going to be amplified because it is conjunct Uranus. And Uranus is going to expound. It's going to shake up. It's going to surprise. It's going to provide just this different level that you are going to be able to tap into. And it was the energy. I was kind of laughing as I was thinking through this and writing this out. It's almost like that energy of you didn't know you had it in you. Like, shit, I did that. I didn't know I had that in me. All right. And that's perfect because the key point in this moon is get out of your head. Get out of your head. Stop it. Stop being in your head. I know we've got Mercury doing some things around this time. Mercury is gearing up for a great run in Gemini, but get out of your head. This is a moon not to be in your head, but to really feel. Feel your harmony, feel how your strength and your beauty and your power and your opening and your blessings, how all of that can build, develop, and grow. Huge Taurus themes: build, develop, and grow your bigger picture, who you are now, who you are becoming, what your next stage is, what you're transforming into, what you're working on, anything like that. And this is especially true if you have any planets or points from 8 to 18 degrees of Taurus, where if you have planets of points, so this is right here is the glyph for Taurus. If you have planets or points between 8 and 18 degrees of Taurus, let's just even say the fixed signs. Hi, fixed sign. You need to be simple. This moon is simplicity. This moon is keeping it simple, getting out of your head, getting into your feels, honing in on that feminine energy. What makes feminine energy so powerful and so and at a position of strength is because it's so simple that people miss it. It's so simplistic that it gets overlooked. It gets diminished. It gets unassuming. And that is, standing in your power, knowing that you have power is where you want to come from, and not listen, get out of your head, and not own in your head that is what you are. You're feminine, so you must be diminished. You must be smaller than. You must not have power. You must not have strength. That is what we are being asked to get away from with this moon, and move into that. I can make things real simple, and I can be super powerful. I can be super feminine, and I'm still going to rock it. And I'm not being swayed by any of that. So that is part of the major themes for this eclipse. And in reviewing the chart, so we have sextiling Mars in Pisces. So here is the sun and the moon in this chart at 10 degrees, 29 minutes. This is for the islands of Hawaii, this chart. So just so that way, and I am using whole sign houses. So if your chart looks a little bit different for your location, totally fine. And this sun and moon is going to be sextiling that Mars in Pisces, which you're seeing right here at 11 degrees and 53 minutes. And then it is conjunct Uranus, which is right next door here. It is a large conjunction. I know that that's 4 degrees. As an astrologer, you work with orbs the way you need to work with orbs, with the energy signature, with the fact that this is an eclipse, with the fact that it is Uranus. A 4-degree orb is definitely within realm. So I am calling that conjunct. And then Venus is conjunct. So here's Venus in between Neptune and Jupiter. She is conjunct Jupiter. And as you can see here, like almost to the minute. But she is being besieged right now between Neptune and Jupiter. So even though we do have a spread here, the fact that she just got over her conjunction with Neptune and is moving in and is in conjunction with Jupiter almost exact, this is definitely still a strong energy signature here. And, story of Venus's life over the last month, right? Just being besieged all over the place. And then all of this is also sextiling. Where do we have it? Right here. Pluto, which is in retrograde during this. So it just moved into its retrograde. So it is stationed retrograde. And we have a sextile to Pluto in retrograde, which is this sextile here from Venus, Neptune, and Jupiter. And then as you can see, we also have stelliums again in Taurus. And we also have stelliums in the sign of Pisces as well. And again, the time of the moon, Mercury just moved into Gemini, where he is at home, happy as he can be, but he's just moving into it. So still giving us that opportunity to get out of our head, get into more of the feelings, and then process through everything and process logically what we need for next steps as Mercury brings us more and more information.